Meet little Melvin. He's a 90-pound weakling. Everyone hated Melvin.
I'm gonna take this mop and shove it down your throat.
They teased him.
I want to do it with you. Okay.
They taunted him. They tormented him until he had a horrifying accident and fell into a vat of nuclear waste, transforming little Melvin into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Melvin became the Toxic Avenger. The Toxic Avenger is coming to your town. Look out.
And welcome back to Neon Fastic. Now on today's show we are taking a look at the cultural phenomenon known as the Toxic Avenger. A tumultuous assortment of action figures and comic books spawned from Troma Films' most notorious movie franchise. Back in 1984, Lloyd Kaufman's movie enterprise Troma Pictures released the first of 4 Toxic Avenger movies on a very unsuspecting worldwide audience. However, by the early 1990s, Troma's flagship character was floundering. With an already established comic book series through Marvel Comics, Troma turned their attention to one of the world's biggest consumers, that of children. In a bizarre twist, Troma rebranded their character and sold it to millions across the globe as the Toxic Crusaders. From the original animated TV show spawned all manner of collectibles from comic books, games, action figures and clothing, all contributing to the success of the Toxic Avenger. And with a firm deal with Playmates Toys, secured the Toxic Avenger as the true pop culture icon. So let's take a look at some of those action figures in more detail. Released in 1991 from Playmates Toys, this set features 9 characters from the original animated TV show The Toxic Crusaders, each displaying their own superhuman size and strength whilst battling to save the ecosystem. So the figures you see before you from right to left are Junkyard, No Zone and the Radiation Ranger. Up next, in no particular order, we have Major Disaster. Now just look at that, look at the detail on that figure. Now each figure comes complete with its own green bag, which is full of slime, so they are interactive action figures, and as you can see the packaging is really striking. Now when we turn the figure over, we have a short synopsis of the story, other characters available in the line, and an information card pertaining to the particular character. Now each figure does come complete with numerous accessories, one of which will glow in the dark, but also if you were to shine a black light on the actual packaging, this gives off a radiation glow, which is a really cool feature. Not many people know that, but what a fantastic contribution. Now Playmates Toys rose to notoriety with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now Playmates Toys were quite prolific with their franchises. For example, Earthworm Jim, Skeleton Warriors, Monster Force, Sequest. But these figures in particular, if you collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you could interact with these figures and they won't look out of place, which is fantastic. Now I don't know whether that was the actual intention or not, but it's a really cool extra. Now, so here we have Psycho. Now as you can see, the vast majority of these figures do come with a lot of accessories. But what a cool action figure line this really is. Original price $3.99. Up next we have another character, Headbanger. So he comes complete with his own skateboard. It's a bit of an oddity, this one, but I think it's one of the fan favourites as well, if I remember rightly. But again, the same on the reverse. I just love the packaging, how it catches your eye. That is fantastic, and epitomises the early 1990s. Brilliant. Next we have one of the major villains, Dr. Killamoff. So again, comes with his glow-in-the-dark accessories, backpack, and comes complete with cloak and his slime. And again, all the information you need is on the reverse. Yeah, fantastic. Now there were 5 vehicles associated with this release. Now I think the Apocalypse Attack Copter, the Crusader Skater, hideous hovercraft, smog cycle, and the toxic surf turfer. Now, the smog cycle, this was indeed the rider, Bonehead. But, yeah. And again, same on the reverse. I think you'll agree, the detail is fantastic. So again, we have the glow-in-the-dark weapons, and also you can see these are highlighted in a paint that will illuminate under black light. But let's have a look at the last, and it's the man himself, the Toxic Avenger, also known as Toxie. So again, another great sculpted action figure. So it comes complete with his bandolier, grenades, shield, his mop, his own bag of slime, and his trusted sidekick Blobby. And again, the same on the reverse. Now, let's take a look at some of the loose figures. So first up, we have Major Disaster. Just look at that detail. Now, they do have multiple points of articulation, also the forearms. But as you can see, there's that many accessories, so when you're hunting these down on the secondary market, it makes it incredibly difficult to find complete, and if you do, extremely expensive. So that's Major Disaster. Up next we have the villain, Dr. Killamoff. Forearms, glow-in-the-dark weapons, backpack, cloak. Fantastic, look at that. Wow. Next we have the dude himself, Toxie. So I think you can see, look at that. Fantastic. There's his trusted sidekick Blobby, which glows in the dark, and you remove the top of the mop, fill it full of slime, and it'll ooze out. Fantastic. What kid doesn't like is playing with slime? Look at that. So that's Toxie. Now will he stand up? Yep. And finally, the Radiation Ranger. So again, the accessories, these are always missing, not to mention the weapons, but a great figure for army building. Absolutely fantastic. Now, prepare yourself. Let's have a look at an unproduced Toxic Crusader action figure. Okay, so here he is, Pluto! Now, this was originally going to be released with the second wave and was going to have a fully motorised walk-in action, but unfortunately the second wave was cancelled and this never came into production. However, there is a saying that has become synonymous with action figure collectors both past and present, and that is the fans are doing the best work. So, a fan, Technodrome Toys, produced this 18 months ago, with using original illustrations, photographs of the actual item as it was shown at Toy Fair in 1990, but it is only limited to 25 figures worldwide. And what a fantastic addition to the Toxic Crusaders line this is. So let's have a closer look at the figure itself. Now, the figure in the cartoon, or the character I should say, was originally designed to do Dr. Killamoff's bidding, but as you can see, this is an authentic reinterpretation of what we could have had. Now, the arms do move, head, the legs are static, and obviously it doesn't have the motorised function, but I think you can see the detail is fantastic. This would have been awesome at retail, but fantastic. I love it. What a great action figure line this is, like so many toy lines of the early 1990s. And unfortunately, the toy line is only as strong as the comic book and the animated TV show that supports it. But fantastic. So there you go. That's a short, brief history of the Toxic Crusaders, all spawned from an adult movie. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. But as always, thank you very much for your time for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Oh, I got a live one here.